When will loan officers be irrelevant? Oh man, what a fun topic to dive into today. First of all, it's great to see everybody here. Thank you for tuning in live. For those of you who hang out and those of you who hang out in the future, I love you. I'm checking out LinkedIn real quick because it's gotten some issues, but I just want to let you know that it's fun to hang with you today. I just got back from Sales Mastery this week, and I got to tell you, what an electric event. Don and Gino, Todd Duncan, these guys put on an incredible event. And so if you missed it, shame on you. Literally, I'm going to take a small tangent here. The coolest thing that I've ever seen was Fuel's artificial intelligence app that recorded every single speaker, took in all their content, took in all their messaging, and then allowed participants to engage with an AI version of that speaker, ask summary questions, ask what's going on. It was absolutely cool. So looks like we're having on LinkedIn. It's a problem, but we'll just figure it out later. So that was wild, and I loved it. So when will loan officers be irrelevant? With the emerging technologies of AI, this question's on everyone's mind. I got a chance to speak at Sales Mastery. One of the conversations I was having, one of the questions I posed was, who has had this intrusive thought? The intrusive thought of, I've got 3 to 5 years left, maybe 2, to work my tail off, make as much money as possible because AI is going to take my job. And I watched great salespeople wrestle with that, raise their hands, absolutely experience that because it's true. That's their fear. That's a real thing. And my conversation was around relevancy. You see, I pushed on everybody in the audience saying, you don't have a technology adoption issue, because the other thing that just drives me nuts is this statement, you're not going to be, AI is not going to take your job. Loan officers who use AI are going to take your job. And I'm like, that's just such a crappy statement. It's a buzzy. The reason it's not crappy from its intention. I understand the intention. It's crappy because it's not true. AI, everyone's going to be using AI. You're all going to be using AI. When you Google something right now, what's the first thing that comes up? It's not Google searches, it's Gemini, it's AI. Most people are using ChatGPT instead of search these days. Like AI, you're all going to use AI. It's going to be in your car, in your home, at your work. Hello? This is not a technology adoption issue. It's like, well, those who use AI, everyone's going to use AI. All of you. The issue is a relevancy issue. And let me tell you a story. Many of you, like me, with the receding hairline, remember when the internet wasn't the prominent dominant position it is today. We remember having Nokias and Blackberries and very limited access to the internet. And when we had that limited access, it didn't control our lives. We didn't have all of human knowledge in our pocket, and we were a human-first society. But stay with me. This is what I mean. What's up, Henry? What's up, Harry? Good to see you, buddy. In a human-first society, what I mean is, when we needed something, we had to ask people. We had to talk to people. We had to be like, I need to fix my car. I need a referral for a restaurant. You just had to talk to humans. You called your parents, you called your boss, you called your coworkers, you called your friends, because that's how we existed in the world. As the internet dominated through society, we became an internet-first society, meaning, yes, we may have asked for friends and family referrals or information from people we trust and know, but before that, we went to the internet. We went to our phones. We're doing that now. I did a thing where I had everybody stand up and look at their screen time on their average and ask, do you think we're going into more screen time or less screen time? And we're going into more screen time. We're going to spend more time on screens. This is an internet-first society that we're into, and we're very, very quickly going to become an AI-first society where we go to AI resources first before human resources second or third. So when will loan officers be irrelevant? It's not about when and if. The question is an issue of relevancy, meaning in the past, if you needed a loan and you built enough connection and reputation and personal brand and love and community with some people, they'd call you first. In fact, a lot of loan officers out there are hoping your past clients will call you first. But the relevancy is the problem, because they're not going to call you first. They're going to do what? Pick up their phone. They're going to pick up their phone and they're going to talk to AI first. They might Google, they might look at social media. But by the way, if you disagree with me, tell me, but I'm not wrong. You're doing it now. You're human behavior. You're absolutely doing it now. You're looking at internet first, you're looking at AI first, and that's the society we're going into. So loan officers, their relevancy is the problem. They're becoming irrelevant because they're not being engaged with first or early. They're being engaged with 17 layers down the list. So if somebody goes to AI first and asks the question of, hey, I want to lower my payment. I need a good mortgage professional. I want to buy my first home. That's where they're going to go. So I'm going to go on a little tangent here because I offer 2 solutions to loan officers, and I'm going to give them both to you. 2 solutions to loan officers if this is the relevancy issue, and then we'll kind of wrap up with another topic here. But here's the issue. So if you're a sales, and by the way, if you're a localized sales professional, this is for everybody that's localized. This is you. This is your issue. You got 2 choices, 2 ways to respond to the relevancy issue. Number 1, you have to become relevant by maintaining real human connection. Let me say it again. If relevancy is your problem, your solution is real human connection. So how do you do that? Well, I'm not going to give you the masterclass on that, but let me tell you that you know how to be connected. Ready? You need to have an email strategy for your past customers that doesn't suck. I'm writing that down. You need to have a social media strategy where you stay connected and in the lives of the people you proclaim to care about. Email, social media. You need to have a human connection strategy, whether that's phone calls or text messages or actual one-to-one, because email is one-to-many and social is one-to-many, one-to-one human outreach strategy where you're making connection with your past customers. You listening? Email, social, one-to-one, which means how often are you reaching out, texting, calling, connecting, being physical, right? And number 3 or 4, you have to have a physical way to bring people together. So whether that's lunch and learns or think and drinks or past employee community experiences like renting out a theater, pie eating contests, whatever you do to bring humans into close proximity to each other, you got to have a strategy to do that on a regular basis. Look, your way to fight irrelevancy or an internet or AI first society is to stay insanely connected to your community and your book of business. You got me? Write it down. You know how to do that. You know what to do. Get obsessed. Where are they spending their time? Where are they operating? How do you get to show up in those places and be part of it? That's number 1. Number 2 is you need to figure out how to influence AI. So let's break this down. When you ask AI a question, and let's just use ChatGPT, but when you ask AI a question, what does it do to get you the answer? What does it do? Now, if you have a long history of ChatGPT, I understand it's going back through your comments and questions. It's having this relationship with you. It's leveraging that as a factoid point to like look for. But it's going to the internet to get information. That's what AI is doing today. Now, is this going to change? Yeah, we're on the ride together. But today, it's accessing human knowledge on the internet. Let me tell you what it's not doing, and I'm going to be flippant and silly for a second. It's not calling the local realtors and saying, who's the best loan officer to work with? It's going on the internet to look for things. So here's how you can play with it in today's existence, in this moment, right now. You can go ChatGPT yourself, the same way you Google yourself, and you can ask, who's the best loan officer in my area? And then when it gives you answers, you can say, explain in great detail where and why you came up with this list. What was your reasoning, AI, on why you came up with this list? And it will tell you where it's getting the information. But the punchline of this is if AI is getting its information on the internet and you want to show up relevant in AI to influence AI, so it will introduce you to the clients the same way you would show up relevantly with realtors, so they would introduce you to the clients, you need to become prolific on the internet. Thank you. I had a microphone. I would throw it at you right now. Do you get it? It's going to look on the internet. It has a series of things it's going to make decisions about. You need to show up in those things, meaning blogs, social media posts, YouTube videos. You need to be prolific on the internet in the places AI is going to look for information on loan officers in this neighborhood. It's not hard. It might be hard to do, but it's not hard to talk about. Go right now. Pull it up. Take a look. Poke around. It'll tell you exactly what's going on. So it's like, well, if it's pulling information from these places, then in order for me to dominate these places, I got to show up big. Do those 2 things make sense? In a world that's going to be AI first, where humans and your customers and past customers and potential future customers are going to AI first for information, for feedback, for data gathering, that AI is going to turn around and go to the internet to pull in all this information. And if you want to show up there and you want to be an influence to AI, then guess what you have to do? This is it. This is the playbook. You're welcome. So 2 strategies. Number 1, maintain top of mind relevance with your past clients by being really human connected. Email, social media strategy. Yep. One-to-one, text and phone. human interaction in person. And number two, you got to influence artificial intelligence by being in the places it's going to go look for information. Become the expert online, on digital. Get those reviews from your past customers for third-party validation sites. But I'll tell you right now, I did a check. But be paying attention to what it's really doing in real time. Become a student of the game here. I looked up top mortgage professionals in Colorado, and it went to a random review website I've never heard of. Not Yelp, not Zillow, not Experience.com. It went to some random ass website where people are holding reviews in Colorado and pulled that information in. That's what it's fed back to me. So all you loan officers who are out there building reviews on Google and on Zillow, in this situation, if you were in Colorado and you were looking at ChatGPT, it didn't care. It didn't matter. All that work was for naught. You are playing in the wrong place. You weren't paying attention to where people are getting more information. So wake up. Let's do this together and go find out where those spaces are and go play big in those spaces and be prepared for it to change. By the way, that's not shocking to anybody, right? You're all with me. I mean, think about how you built relationships with realtors. Did your realtor referral partnerships change over time? Did some go out of business? Some fall out of love with you, pick a new partner, someone who's prettier or better than you came along and they use them now? This is what AI is going to do. The same thing. It's going to be out there looking at places and it's going to change. And you have to change with it. When will loan officers be irrelevant? When you make yourself irrelevant. When you stop showing up, when you forget that the game is changing and you stop playing in the new places, that's when you become irrelevant. Wake up call. The generic email drip campaign from your company that goes out once a month to your customer, that is built in an HTML templated format where the internet providers strip the images out and it comes across all crappy, so even your headshot at the bottom doesn't appear, is not going to work in a online AI internet first society. It's already losing now, losing right now. That's the conversation that was happening at Sales Mastery. Should you embrace new AI? Of course, all of you are going to. All of you are going to be embracing new AI and using it, and I hope it increases your efficiency. I hope it makes you happy. I hope it connects you more to people. I love that. I'm in. Play with it. But what's not going to connect you more to people? This is the final comment I want to make here. I really want you to pay attention. If you listen to nothing, this is the game right here. We are quickly going into a world full of what Neil Dinger, my buddy, calls AI slop. And I love it, and I totally agree. I see it, and it's funny right now. Sora's funny. The chiropractor who's throwing someone out the window is funny for a neck adjustment. I like all this stuff. But very, very quickly, we are going to come into a world where AI is indistinguishable from reality. You with me on this? It's happening. It's going to happen fast. So the AI influencers, AI actors, AI is going to be just, when you're looking at screens, it's going to be like, well, I don't know if this is real or not. And in a world like that we're heading into quickly, I think the pendulum's going to swing too far. It's going to swing too far where most consumers and society is sick of it. They're done with it. They don't want it. They don't want to see another deep fake avatar of me and an influencer and Donald Trump. They don't want to see it anymore. What they want to see is real humanity. What they want to connect with is realness. Your superpower, your opportunity in a world of AI-dominated influencers and AI content is to be a real human being in those spaces. Unscripted, blemished, receding hairline, everything out there. That's your superpower. It's going to cut through the noise. Underproduced, real content with real people. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm not. You know I'm not. This is what's happening, right? You see it. You're seeing it in real time. Harry had a good comment here. I've even heard buyers uploading purchase contracts and loan estimates into ChatGPT. 1,000%, man. I used to see customers, real customers, uploading their LE into Reddit and asking random Redditors if they're getting a good deal. So if they were doing that before with your loan estimate to see if they're getting a good deal, they're 1,000% going to load stuff into ChatGPT and ask, is this a good deal? Of course they are. This is the world that we're going into head first. And so your opportunity to stand out is maintain real human connection, get into the places so that you can influence AI's decisioning in real time and be a student, because that's going to change. And then thirdly is to show up as a raw, authentic, real human being. Oh my God, how awesome is that? In a world where people wanting to deep fake themselves and have some avatar deliver their message, the winners are going to be the ugly, real humans. And I don't mean ugly like you're ugly. I mean just like raw, unfiltered, just humanity. This is it. Some dude walking down the street with a selfie, that video is going to make more impact than an extremely edited AI video that has perfect linguistics and content and messaging. Mwah, amazing. The person who's bumbling over their words, recapping, let me start again. That person is going to dominate in a world of AI slop. Why? Because we're humans. We're hungry for realness. We want realness. We always do. Always do. That's my encouragement for you today. If you've had the intrusive thought that I'm going to become irrelevant, that AI is going to take my job, or you've been stressing that I have to figure out how to adopt the latest AI technologies, no, you don't. You're going to anyway. It's going to wrap around you. It's going to be in your email, in your car, on your phone. You're going to be in AI all day long. What's going to really happen in the future is if you want to win, you're going to stay violently connected to real people. You're going to figure out how to do it with email, social media, video content, texting, personal outreach. Stay committed and connected. That's the top of mind relevancy. Number two, you're going to do the thing so that AI picks up who you are. And then three, your superpower, you're going to get over yourself and your face for radio, and you're going to show up as a real human being. Share opinions, share thoughts, be helpful, be honest, be compassionate, share your wisdom and experience, and you will cut through the AI slop that will be everywhere on everyone's screens. That's all. That's all I got. Becoming irrelevant is your choice. You got stuff that you can do about it. Appreciate you hanging with me. 17 minutes. Harry, you're the man, dude. We'll see you on the internet. Have a wonderful day.